because I forgot to do that.
Yes.
I gotta say,
Just one last time, Jay, in case whispering happens, can you explain to everyone, now that we're all here, how
Yes.
whispering works, just in case people read it wrong or something?
Yes. So basically, if I'm messaging Amy in our one-on-one, that's the example I used, it'll be called out as Jay is whispering, not who I'm whispering to.
Okay.
So like if Amy whispers to me in our one-on-one, it's Amy is whispering. But if I respond to Amy, I'll be called out for whispering. Or if Amy responds to me, she'll be called out for whispering. It makes sense. So you have to type a physical message. So I can message Amy. If she doesn't respond, she's not called out for whispering. But if she responds, she will be whispering. Make sense?
And if I message my confessional, then what?
That does not. No. The confessional and main chat are for you. The confessional is fine. In main chat, you're not gonna call that because everyone can see that anyway. That makes sense?
Yeah.
See.
But your confessional is your confessional, so we wouldn't tell you. Yeah.
I'm sweating like a whore in church.
Are we ready? Is it recording? Is it live?
Yes, we're good.
Okay. Well, welcome to whatever number tribal this is, because I haven't been counting. I'm going to go to Shanice first. Congratulations on immunity. My question is for you. How do you feel about some of the questions that people, the majority, felt that you were the answer to? So most likely to take home to eat dinner with the family and also best at dancing.
I'm honored. Thanks, guys. I do be dancing. I be on TikTok dancing a lot. Love Cat's Eye. I know all of their dances. And I would love to meet everyone's families. I feel really good about those. Those were really nice answers. So appreciate it.
Okay. Next, I'm going to go to Slater, the other immunity winner. So I want to know, how do you feel about winning immunity? Do you think you needed it tonight?
First off, I felt really good about all the answers I also got. Second off, yes, I feel really good about immunity tonight. Definitely was, as we saw in Touch Subjects, the person that was going to go home tonight, but obviously that's not going to happen now. One more thing, I would like to, if I can, transfer the pineapple to Topher tonight. If that's whispering, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll move on to Topher then, since you were just mentioned. What are your thoughts on what Slater just stated?
I know I'm getting votes. And thank you for the one person who did tell me. I don't know if that was jury management, but I do appreciate you. So I know I'm on the hot seat tonight. I didn't hear too much from a lot of people, but maybe if you have the right friends, just get by one more night.
Okay. So I want to go to
I'm sorry, can I chime in there for a second?
Sure.
You have to also message people back to get messages and respond. So that's something.
Okay. Would you like to respond to that, Topher, or would you like me to move on? No. Okay. So I'm going to move on to AJ. So you got one that was maybe not so lovely in touchy subjects about being the next Dillamond, potentially talking too much. How do you feel that plays into your game, or how do you feel about getting that as the majority?
Like some people will look at that as an insult, and it is what it is. I'm social. I talk to everybody. I'm sorry if you're not talking to people. I don't think you've watched the game of Survivor before then, because it's a social game, and you should be social. And if it was an insult, I've been voted that before. It won't break me. What I really think that we should point to is if we're actually bold enough to call things out, someone should call out what the pineapple actually does.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Pineapple is better than kiwi.
Well, pineapple could be better than kiwi. We don't know. Not for certain people in the game, or at least hosts, because Jay is allergic to pineapples. So It's not good for him. Maybe for you guys it is. We'll see. So speaking of calling people out, Brandon, I'm going to come over to you. Has there been any talk about the alert message that was posted on the page? And if so, what are people saying?
Yeah, I messaged Slater last night and I said, "Why are you doing weird shit? What was that live?" And he said, "I wanted to alert everybody." I was like, "Well, that's a pretty good answer. That satisfies all of my questions." I don't fucking know what it is, but I didn't like it. I'll say that.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have my video on, do I?
No.
Sorry, I'm gonna
No.
show my beautiful face.
I
That's my
was
bad.
about to turn it on, so I'm
Yeah.
glad you recognize
I
that.
don't know when my video turned off. Yeah.
Any
Anyway.
speculations or anybody speculating on what that potentially meant?
It's probably the Beware Advantage, and that was what he had to do to get the idol that he just sent to Topher.
Okay.
Or
Right.
like, honestly, working with Slater is just like, he drops allies at like the drop of a hat. Like, he's like, "I'm with you," and then all of a sudden your name's out there and everyone's telling you Slater's the one that threw your name out there when you've not thrown Slater's name out there. So it's kind of like a weird like thing of
AJ, if
loyalty.
you're with everyone, you're with no one.
Exactly. So who are you with?
I'm not the one that's in the most alliance chats.
Neither am I, sweetheart.
All right. So I'm going to move on to Adrian. You got a couple answers tonight as well. Most likely to need more flying lessons to potentially avoid crashes. And then also most likely to have a magical cat. What are your thoughts on being voted the majority for those two?
Okay, so well, for the flying lessons one, I think I'd be pretty good at flying, but I am rather clumsy at times, just because I don't know the reasons, I guess. But the other thing is, maybe if you gave me comps that were more up my alley, Amy, I wouldn't be so bad at them. At least tonight's was like doable for me. At least I had a chance at it. The other one, the magical cat, I do like cats. And I do like Harry Potter. And I do like magic. So, and Professor McGonagall is really, really cool. So I probably would have a magical cat. Especially if it could like clean up after itself. Or take care of itself.
Okay. Moving on to Mike. So you got one of the ones tonight of if making it to the end, you tied with Slater, would most likely win or get the professor's attention. How do you feel that's going to play into either tonight's vote or the rest of this game, getting that answer?
It's always the one that is very flattering, but it's the one you don't want. So I have mixed feelings. I also think it's interesting that it was Slater and I that tied for that because Slater and I are very obviously not working together. Slater doesn't talk to me. Slater doesn't do anything with me. So I thought that was more of the ironic part of that answer. But yeah, no, I mean, yes, I'm worried because I know my name is out there, but it's flattering nonetheless. So thanks.
Okay. Jen, I'm going to move over to you. And you were one of the three people that were tied for winning immunity tonight. And you only lost out because of the tiebreaker question. So do you feel like you needed to win immunity tonight and, just so shy of potentially pulling off that win tonight?
I fought in point 69 because I was just being silly goofy. Didn't even think I would come close to being close to winning this comp, but I think that people shouldn't really want to get me out of the game because I feel like there are much bigger threats that are lingering around. And I think that some people know that, and I think that people are also like low-key using that as a reason to be wanting me out at the same time of like, oh, well, she's just a goat, so let's drag her to the end, but that takes up one of those seats in the end. So that could also in its own way be threatening. So I'm just trying to live day by day, you know. I'm just here for the ride, trying to survive and have a good time, and I'm having a great time. I'm just here with the drinks.
Okay. CJ, I'm going to finish it off with asking you a question. So we've played different games each round, black and red, and other different choices. And some people know what those choices, what they win in them. Some people may not. But, you know, some people have maybe taken a trip to see a certain wizard. What are your thoughts as we're getting near the end and potentially Oz might be going away sooner than we think? So, do you think some of the things from Oz may be coming out to play tonight, or has there been talk about different advantages?
Well, this is just trying to be funny. But I probably should probably try to stick to football betting, instead of picking black and red or a number, because I've literally been there one time at the beginning of the game. And that's it. So I mean, yeah, I mean, people keep going like either they pick black or black or whatever, and then the one or two. So like, I'm sure those are going to be stuff played tonight. Unfortunately, I can't find my way back there. I'm lost in transit. So yeah, that's that.
Okay. And then this question is for anybody if you'd like to answer it. If there was a battle back, who would you be most scared coming back into the game?
I'm gonna field this one. I'm gonna
Me
say
too.
Jody, who I had to send home. But
Who was that?
I'm gonna say Jody, who I did not save.
I would probably say the person that's going to leave tonight.
I would say Dennis. Dennis is a chaos agent. Love him to death, but crazy.
Okay. Okay. I do not have anything else for anybody. Does anybody want to say anything before I go to pre-vote advantages?
Amy, I'd like to say Ella Kanaman.
Okay, great. I thought you were going to say I was pretty, but thank you anyway.
The Julie.
I mean,
Cat
that
was
too. That
beautiful
too.
tonight, Amy. And then
All
we
right.
shout out to our family.
Yes. Shout out to your family because one of you might be going home and seeing them sooner than later. So,
Oh, that's the worst that it could be.
all right. So, with that being
And
said,
then Shanice will meet them.
now is your time. If anybody has any pre-vote advantages that they would like to play, now is the time to play them.
Fuck it, I'm not going home tonight. See y'all later.
I can confirm this is the flyaway advantage, which means that AJ does indeed have basically safety without power, where he can leave tribal council, which he's leaving right now. He will not get a vote, but he also can't be voted for. So have a good night, AJ, and congratulations, you've made Final 8. So with that, does anybody else have any other pre-vote advantages they would like to play? All right, so please go to your confessionals and vote. If you've already voted, please bump it to make sure that is your vote you're locking in. We'll be back with you shortly.
Slater, what you doing all this for? It's like one of those things that goes woo woo and then it hits the other thing and like kind of like a pendulum but also not. It does the it hits that thing like the sciencey. I'm great at words.
All right, I am back. So now is the time. If anybody has any post-vote advantages or idols they would like to play, now is your time to play them. All right. So going to the votes. I can't share them, but we'll share them in the main after because I'm on my phone and I don't know how to do that fanciness. So
I'll send them to the main as you're as you're saying them, Amy. That works better.
First vote, Mike. It's one vote, Mike. Next vote, Topher. One vote, Mike. One vote, Topher. Next vote, Mike. It's two votes, Mike. One vote, Topher. Next vote, Topher. It's one vote, Mike. Or two votes, Mike. Two votes, Topher. Next vote, Topher. That's three Topher, two Mike. Next vote, Mike. That's three votes, Mike. Three votes, Topher. Next vote, Topher. The last vote, and unfortunately the person leaving, Topher. You have a few minutes to say your goodbyes.
No, I just have one thing I'd like to say.
Respect. Top her.
Okay. Well, with that, you guys can head back to camp. Tomorrow is another live challenge. So we will see you tomorrow. Good night, all.
We don't have a date.
Oh,
Who's up?
bring him. Shanice, bring him. He can join.